Planet Dolan.
From farting loud in a public bathroom to wearing an untied robe at a school, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the most embarrassing things our parents have ever done. I'm Hellbent, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by MonkeyDude7230. One time, Gergak, his parents, and his sister went to London on a little holiday. They were walking through the street when his dad noticed a homosexual couple walking towards them. Because Gergak's dad has a thing about gaydar, whenever he sees a homosexual couple, his dad started to go patoop, 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 as if mimicking the sounds of radar. He didn't quite realize how close the couple were and apologized, but it wasn't enough. They gasped and stormed off. But later on, after Gergak and his family had finished buying dinner, they drove back to the hotel and noticed the couple again, not realizing it was the pair from earlier. Gergak's dad did the gaydar thing again, and again the pair heard it. They got upset and checked out. So Gergak's dad had embarrassed them twice within the span of 2 hours, the same way as before. They haven't been to London since. Number 9 was submitted by J-Man T-Tech. When Spinal Palm was 15, he was forced to go shopping with his mom at the mall. Being the edgy teenage introvert he was, he hated shopping. They spent around 5 to 6 hours looking for clothes his mom found interesting. The whole day mainly consisted of Spinal Palm waiting outside of the store for his mom to finish her shopping. He ended up hating the whole thing and rode the entire car ride home with an annoyed expression. His mom took notice and wanted to cheer him up, so she decided to buy him some McDonald's. They made it to the restaurant, where Spinal Palm ordered what he wanted and patiently waited at the window. While they were waiting, his mom thought it'd be funny to take out a pair of underwear that she got from Victoria's Secret and dangle it in his face. At that moment, the man in the window came up and laughed at what was going on. Spinal Palm just took the food and ate in the car in silence. Number 8 was submitted by the Blue White. When Salty Squid was 18, he told his dad that he was going to the pharmacy. His dad asked why, and Salty Squid told him that his girlfriend was gonna come over and stay overnight. His dad then told him that he was gonna go with him. So they drove to the nearest pharmacy, and as they entered, Salty Squid started looking for condoms. He looked for about 2 minutes when all of a sudden his dad shouted, "Fruit tasting or simple condoms? Heard your girlfriend likes the banana ones." There were about 15 people who heard him. They bought the fruity ones and drove home. When Salty Squid asked his dad why he did that, he said, "Remember when you pranked me with the toothpaste instead of milk cream and the Oreo cookies? No one destroys my delicious tasty sugary treats!" Number 7 was submitted by Pingu Likes Bananas. When Ramona was in high school, her father came to pick her up from school for the first time ever. She walked out to the parking lot as he honked the horn and screamed her name. Before she could walk over to him, he got out of the car wearing only an untied robe that revealed his boxers. He grabbed her by the hand and led her to the car. As he started to drive away, while Ramona pretended to not exist, he got cut off and began to flip off the driver, screaming at them with the windows down, making everyone stare even more. After that, Ramona pleaded with her mother to never let her father pick her up again. Number 6 was submitted by Anime Artist. So when Andy was 12, she and her boyfriend Adam thought they should go on a date because they'd been dating for 10 months. Wait, 12 years old? What the fuck? Even though they've been dating for 10 months, they hadn't gone on a date before because Andy's parents didn't allow her to date. Probably because she was 12. Adam's parents, on the other hand, were totally chill with 12-year-olds dating and liked Andy. So one day, they decided to go to the park. Andy asked her dad if he could drop her off because Adam's mom was gonna do the same with him. After her dad made the mistake of dropping her off, she ran to Adam and hugged him. While they chatted, Andy noticed Adam becoming nervous with dilating pupils. Instead of looking at her, he was looking behind her. She slowly turned to look, and there was her dad in the car. Thank God! The look on his face was burned in her memory forever. After a half hour more of hanging out with each other and just running around and playing tag while taking selfies, her dad told her to get in the car because they had to go home. She ran to the car and talked to her dad through the driver's window, saying,
but then he would be alone, and I don't want him to get hurt or anything.
After a while of convincing her dad, Andy ran to Adam and grabbed his hand. She told him that her dad was going to drop him off at his house. He texted his mom and she was okay with that. So Andy and Adam got into the car and held hands secretly as her dad drove. Her dad looked at them through the rearview mirror while heroically threatening Adam by saying, "I know where you live now. You'll be expecting me for a while. I have a rifle," and so on. Poor Adam was shaking. When they arrived at the house, he quickly kissed her cheek and ran inside. Andy's dad didn't drive home until Adam went inside. Andy was mortified and didn't talk to her dad for 2 weeks. Needless to say, Adam was scared of her brave and heroic father. Number 5 was submitted by BTS Chim Chim. Once when Doopy was younger, she went on a school field trip to an arcade with her parents as chaperones. While at the arcade, she tripped and fell on some vomit. Her parents picked her up and yelled, "She threw up! She threw up! Move out of the way! She's gonna explode!" Doopy hated it, and for the rest of the year, people called her the throw-up girl. Number 4 was submitted by Sierra 135792. I think I just read some nuclear launch codes. For her 11th birthday, Pandora had a really big birthday party with a huge cake. Written in the frosting was, "Happy birthday, baby girl!" In the middle of the night, Pandora and her friends got hungry. They snuck downstairs to get food, but it turned out that her dad had the same idea. However, unlike them, he was naked and eating her leftover birthday cake. Kind up to you to decide which one's worse. As soon as her friends saw him, they ran away, but Pandora just stood there, shocked. To this day, Pandora and her dad still can't have a birthday without thinking of that moment. Number 3 was submitted by Voldex. Pringle and his parents went to the store to buy a skateboard one day. As soon as he found a suitable skateboard, Pringle and his parents walked up to the cashier to pay for it. On the way, his mom stopped to look at a vase while his dad rushed to the toilet. While his mom was paying for the skateboard, they heard the biggest fart ever! It was so loud that the cashier thought Pringle had farted. Pringle just looked forward blankly, not saying a word. Even though that was the last time he ever went to that store, Pringle still got a skateboard. Number 2 was submitted by Bad Luck Charm 00. 2 years ago, Civil Spider and a couple of his friends were hanging out at his house playing video games. At the time, his parents were out drinking, so Civil Spider and his friends had the whole house to themselves. Well, at least for a time, until his parents, who were extremely drunk, came home. Once they were home, they went to the room to have sex. The problem with that was his room was right next to his parents' room, so they ended up hearing everything. Despite telling his friends that they should move to a different room, being the hormonal teenagers they were, they wanted to listen. After all that, Civil Spider couldn't look at his parents or his friends the same way again. What's the most embarrassing thing my parents ever did? When I was about 10 years old, I noticed that the computer room door was shut. I opened it up because I wanted to play some Diablo, and I noticed my mother there, and she covered the screen with a piece of paper and told me to get out. Just get out of there! Even at that young age, I knew that you didn't hide the computer screen unless you had something salacious on there. Not emailing an old friend or checking your bank account, something naughty. Also, only a really guilty person would try covering a screen with a piece of paper. Anybody in their right mind would just turn it off. Anyhow, long story short, I found out that she was having cyber sex with some guy in Kansas, and my parents got divorced soon after. But hey, on the plus side, with her gone, I got that much more time to play Diablo. Got level 50 in friggin' no time. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What's the dumbest thing you've done while drunk? Let us know in the Reddit page linked below and you might be featured in a future countdown.
This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys.
Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.